Sometimes it's not so easy to pick out Christmas gifts for mechanically inclined loved ones.
No, it's not.
All these things will be on my list, Sarah, so get ready.
Good to know.
Fixity Fix!
So we have a number of different suggestions and ideas, everything from under $10 to over $100, and we've got those sorted into various categories. We'll get started with the under $10 bag.
Let's see what I can find in here. Paint pens. David loves these. He uses them all the time.
Packs of those are regularly under $10. We have links for everything in the description. If you use our links, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but the channel does get a small commission, so that helps us out. There are also links for chalk paint markers, which are easy to wash off if you're doing a project and you don't want the paint to remain after your project, and wax markers. Any of those come in handy, and they're all about the same price. What else is in the bag, Sarah?
Let me dig.
Can you dig it? These are magnetic tool trays. You can commonly find these at Harbor Freight, or you can get them on Amazon with our link. This is just a normal schnormal one, and they come in all sorts of different sizes, but it gets more interesting, doesn't it?
It sure does. You can make them fun and personalize them.
That's right. So Annabelle got me this green one, I guess last year, and personalized it with what? Paint markers. Sarah got this one last year. I gotta say, even though these are under $10 a piece, they're probably among my most favorite gifts I've ever gotten. That's a lot of stuff in the under $10 bag.
This is a 275-piece heat shrink tubing kit. I think it's so that you can put this over any sort of connections or wires and then heat shrink so it's all nice and tidy.
This is a pack of a bunch of different sizes and a bunch of different colors for color coding. And there's all kinds of different packs like this available on Amazon in particular, different lengths, different colors, some that have adhesive and waterproofing inside of them for different applications. Any of these kits would be an excellent gift for somebody who's fixity.
We also love these reusable gift bags.
Saves a lot of time and a lot of paper.
All right.
What's this bag, Sarah?
It's the under $15, I guess $11 to $15, 10 to 15. How do I know what this is? Zip ties! They can be used for so many things. And you have some that are multicolored, right?
Multicolored. And this is just a sample of zip ties. That you can get these, and we'll leave links for these cylindrical clear tubes of multiple sizes. The black zip ties are cheaper. They're also a much stronger plastic than the white or colorful zip ties. The colorful zip ties will be in the under 20 range, $17.49. So they're more expensive, but if you want to pop a color, for strength-intensive applications, I always use black zip ties. But you can get a cylinder of these things of all sorts of different sizes for $14.99. Oh, it's my turn.
Your turn.
Oh, yeah. These things, I use these all the time. What are these, Sarah?
Let's see. It says it's solder and seal connectors.
And what do you do with them?
You're going to have to tell me.
Okay.
And the audience.
I'll tell you right now, Sarah. You've probably seen these. If you haven't, you need to check these out. If you're putting two wires together, you can see there is a bead of solder in the middle, and you stick two wires in and then heat it up with a heat gun, and in one step it solders the wires together and then heat shrinks it in a strong connection. Excellent for working on cars or pretty much anything else. Your Fixity fella or gal is gonna love them.
Ooh, a 10mm socket. I feel like you have maybe gone through 5?
Higher.
10?
Well, in what period of time?
10 millimeter socket. Apparently used for most things, or a lot of things, and easy to lose because it's so tiny.
And this isn't even the tiny one. This is the deep well socket. So this is just a sample. I have just one here, and yes, somebody who works on stuff will be losing these. And instead of having to run to the hardware store to grab another one, you can just run to your toolkit and grab another one out of the toolkit. The link we're leaving is, I think, a set of, I believe, 9 different 10 millimeter sockets, 1/4-inch drive, 3/8 drive, deep well and shallow well, like 3 of each of those. Maybe it'll make my Christmas list this year.
Got it.
I'll probably lose all these between now and Christmas for us. There isn't a lot left in this world that's under $15.
Under $20.
There we go.
Whoa.
What do we have here?
Oh, that's a glue stick, but it's not what you typically see.
This is a black glue stick. This comes in really handy working on cars or anything else. And you'll see in the description we have a link for black glue sticks, but there's also a pack of multicolored glue sticks. I ran out of those. I use them so much, so can't show them to you here IRL, but we'll put a picture right here.
Let's see, another coming in under $20. Command strips. If you're watching this, you probably know the beauty of command strips. But
Yeah.
I guess anybody could use small packet, big packet. They make nice, like, multi-size and shape command strips.
Right, and to be clear, this pack itself is way under $20. In fact, show them the back.
Whoa, it's $168 on clearance at Kroger.
But they make and sell through Amazon a command strip pack that has pretty much any size you would need.
Multicolor, fun looking. So these are little magnetic connectors. I think when I had searched, which you all might be doing, maybe that's how you got to this video. I had searched like gifts for DIY guy or something.
First of all, how they got to this video is everybody loves to watch Fixity Fix.
Okay. That's how you got to this video. But I had searched gifts for someone who does a lot of work around the house, and these came up. So they're just little magnetic connectors. They just come in handy. What have you used them for?
I use them all the time on the camper. Like, the quick thing is to keep the lid on our water cooler when we're traveling is one thing, and just all over the place in the shop, or if there's something in the car that I want to attach that I don't want to use a zip tie because I don't want to have to cut it or break it, and I want it to be able to reattach. These folks are right here. I was not aware of these. Sarah surprised me a few years ago with these as a gift, and it's been one of my favorite gifts. I wonder, oh, you can practice like having a nose piercing and see what that's like.
Let's see what else we have.
I had that coming.
This, I recognize this. We have many of these in our house. This is a motion activated, rechargeable light, and it's magnetic. So it has options to have off, on, or auto. The auto is that it's motion activated. We use these in stairwells where there's not great light. We use these in our basement. We use them in the garage.
I do. I use them upstairs in the storage parts of the garage on counters where I'll go up and look for a part and they'll light up when I put my hand in to look for something. In some of the rolling tool kits, I use them when I open a particular drawer or cabinet. It lights up when I open it. And they come in lots of different shapes and sizes for motion detector lights.
I'll let you talk about that one.
Yeah. So at the end of the under $15 bag, you get this Zippo butane lighter conversion that converts the innards of an existing Zippo lighter from the high maintenance lighter fluid lighter to a butane lighter. So it slides in and makes it really easy to have a butane lighter that's reliable and you don't have to refill very often at all. When you slide into the under $20 bag, then there's just a kit that comes with a refill bottle of butane to refill this thing regularly. It comes with a little display area where you put your loved one's existing Zippo lighter shell in it, and then they can do the conversion just by sliding the original Zippo cartridge out and sliding the new butane cartridge in. I don't think Zippo sells a Zippo lighter that comes with the butane insert in it. I looked and couldn't find it. If you can, leave a comment and let us know where you found it. A Zippo lighter like this with just a regular Zippo cartridge in it is in the under $20 category too, unless you get one that's diamond studded or something.
Whoa, those are some serious scissors. These are workshop scissors, utility scissors. They're very heavy duty. They have a little ruler on them.
They do. Yeah.
Why have these in your workshop, David?
One of the main reasons I have these in my workshop, Sarah, is so that I don't have to borrow your good Fiskars sewing scissors or house scissors or kitchen scissors and ruin them on something that this can easily cut out here in the workshop. So if you are getting this for your garage dwelling Neanderthal loved one, think of it as getting a gift for yourself. Oh yeah, this is one of a couple of sharpeners to make our list, and it was anywhere between $20 and $30 just depending on when you get it. This is the Leatherman Work Sharp collaboration for sharpening Leatherman tools. We'll get the Leatherman tools a little bit later. This is just a pull-through sharpener. It'll get your blades 80 to 90% there, and that's usually enough for most people.
What do we have under 50?
What you're looking at are the same scissors we showed you in the under 30 bag, and this is just a prop because I want to talk about two things that we don't have that I'll show you pictures of. One is a brand called Vampliers. Like, oh, I come to suck your blood. Vampliers makes some shop scissors that I think are even a little bit better than these. They cross over, I think, into the high 30s. The original Vampliers, which I have somewhere but can't find them right now, but here is a picture. These things have revolutionized the pliers game. It allows you to do all kinds of things, like gives you some purchase on the front of the pliers where you can grab a stripped bolt and turn it. Typically pliers you'd have to hold sideways to do that, but this gives you several more options that you don't have with regular pliers, so a fantastic gift for under 50 bucks.
This one's a little heavier. All right, we are in the under $75 bag.
They're getting bougie here on Fixity
right.
Fix.
So we have a jump pack. This will jump any, is that right?
Yeah, pretty much any car with a 12
Any
volt.
car battery that has a 12 volt battery. Whoops, I turned it on. It's very compact to keep in your car. It comes in super handy. We have not only jumped our own vehicles using it, but it's been nice to be able to help other people, not having to figure out how to get our cars nose to nose with the old jumper cables, but just being able to take this to somebody's car and jump their battery.
We've given this gift to everybody on our list at some point or another.
If you get this for yourself or someone else, remind them to keep it charged.
None of the brands in any of these bags are sponsors. We don't have a relationship with any of these companies other than we like these products. We bought them with our own money and we're recommending them on that basis. More stuff in the under $75 bag. All right, we talked about sharpeners. This one is really good for kitchen knives or bigger knives, the Chef's Choice pull-through sharpener is, I think, one of the better pull-through sharpeners that we've found. It's a little spendier than the Leatherman Work Sharp that we showed you. We don't have any of the fancier sharpeners in this video. That's just a whole nother rabbit hole. But this is a good sharpener, general purpose. I'd say it keeps our kitchen knives.
Oh, super sharp.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of sharp things, still in the under 75 category is the Leatherman Skeletool. This one is my multi-tool. Just want to point out that you can personalize them. This one has a little picture on it and a nickname on the back.
You have to go to Leatherman's site to personalize them. You can also purchase them a little cheaper on the Amazon link without customization. I actually love the carabiner on it that allows you to connect two things together, and I'm surprised. This was my everyday carry for a long time too. I had the CX version, which is a little bit over 75 and has a better steel on the blade. But then I upgraded to a different one that's in a different price category that you got me. Was that last year?
I think so, yeah.
Well, that's in a different
year
bag.
ago.
We'll talk about it in a minute. What's next?
We've got the under 100. We have a few things that are not in the bag, but that David will talk about. I'll let you
That's right.
start with that.
Oh, the Ryobi glue gun with battery. This is available at Home Depot. This is the best glue gun I've ever had, plug-in or otherwise. And so with battery, this is right at 98 bucks. I think you can find them a little cheaper tool, only if you look around if you already have the Ryobi system. And it goes easily with your colored glue sticks.
We also have a solar battery maintainer on here.
You have to be careful with something you hook up to your car battery that trickle charges, especially the solar ones. It's better to get a nicer one because they have nicer quality diodes in them. If a diode blows, then it just drains your battery out through the solar panel, and you're sort of working against yourself there. We're leaving a link for one that's right under 100 bucks that we installed in our Ranger, and you can check out that video here, there, somewhere. We'll leave a link. Over $100.
100. What's this?
This is the Makita heat gun, and this tool it's expensive because it's Makita. This thing without a battery is $204, but it is a fantastic quality heat gun with all kinds of different attachments. This is my favorite one because you can put something that you're heat shrinking in here and it keeps the heat around it, and we'll get into all kinds of places that are more difficult to get into than if you have a plug-in heat gun. Going back to the under 75 bag for a second, we don't have one of these, but you can get a less expensive heat gun that comes with batteries for $73.99 at the time of this video's filming on Amazon. There's a link there if you don't want to get into House Makita here from the sorting hat. You can get a much cheaper one that seems to have good reviews. If you're already into Makita, then this is, I think, worth it. If you're into Milwaukee, Milwaukee makes one. DeWalt dashing through the snow. Oh,
Ooh, this one's heavier.
that's right.
So we are back to the Leatherman. This is the Arc. Right?
The
Okay.
Leatherman Arc.
The Leatherman Arc. Don't know if you can see, but again, you can personalize it. You can put a design on the front. David has kind of a space design here. This one has a lot more than the other one you saw. So the other one is like perfect for me, anything I might be doing. But if
And you're perfect for me. And this thing is around 230 bucks, and it'll cost you more to get it personalized. Again, you got to go to Leatherman to get it personalized. You can get it for $230 on Amazon. It comes with a very high quality steel blade, MagnaCut blade. Has good locking mechanisms on it. Lots of drivers, a box cutter, separate box cutter blade, which will help save your main blade, opener, pry bar, because a lot of people pry things with multi-tools and break them. It has a file and a metal saw. It's got micro drivers on it for eyeglasses and little things. I use this all the time. It comes in so handy to have that in my pocket. Wire cutters, needle nose pliers, and quite a bit higher quality than the Skeletal. I never had a problem with the Skeletal. I love that thing. This just has more going on at higher quality. You've got replaceable wire cutter blades on here. It's got a crimper area, a really high quality wood saw. I've used this to cut 1x2s occasionally, so it just zips right through it. I think worth every penny, but it sure ain't cheap. This is my everyday carry. I have changed the kinds of pants I wear.
Yes.
Based on wanting to have this thing with me at all times. What did we do at the gas station with this yesterday?
So at the gas station, you haven't shown this part of it.
I haven't. I thought I'd leave that for you.
Okay. One of my favorite parts of this tool is it has little miniature scissors. And you asked, so I'm telling.
You tell.
David's eyebrows were getting a little out of hand. You know, there are those like 3 or 4 eyebrows that just kind of go everywhere. So we were getting gas yesterday.
Right in the sun.
In the sun. I could see them glistening in the air perfectly.
Yeah.
So he just pulled these out and I trimmed his eyebrows.
We were getting some weird looks at the gas pump, y'all. This is way less than $100 just because I didn't want to pull the big one over here. The kit I would recommend of just basic metric nuts and bolts. That goes for about $133 and it has just about any size and length at-home mechanic would need. And that having that in the workshop, you break a bolt or you're missing a bolt and it takes, I don't know, 45 minutes to go to the hardware store and back to find the right size bolt. It's so convenient to just have a drawer that'll save you that much time and gas that'll pay for itself very quickly. This is just a small kit that's available on Amazon or Advance, and I think this is probably under 20, so that's a thought, but the bigger one is much more productive and useful. So you can find these in lots of different price ranges. We'll get you started off on the right foot with the link in the description. All those bags are empty.
All the bags are empty.
And finally, we certainly wouldn't dream of having firearms in the house without a quality gun safe. The safes that we like the best are the Hornady Rapid Safe Night Guard safes. They're very quick to get into. My watch, because you never know when you might need to staple something or write a check. It's an RFID gadget that goes on the watch band here for making it easy to get into from any watch. These little RFID stickers can go on the back of a phone case and they hold on really well. There's a keychain fob if you want to go that way with it. Also, you can get in with a code, which I'm not going to type on camera, but that's one way to do it. Also, there's a key that you can keep in case something goes wrong with the system. Hide it nearby.
And you know what time it is. Well, I've got some good ideas for the upcoming holiday season.
And if you have additional ideas of gifts that would work for a mechanically inclined loved one or somebody who's fixity, leave those ideas in the comments so we can all learn from your experience. Thank you for watching. We hope you have a very happy holiday, whatever it is that you celebrate, and please join us next time on Fixity Fix. How do you say that word in America?
Solder.
How do you say it in the UK, mate?
Solder?
Yes!
All right. Aluminum.
And command strips make it really quick and easy and convenient. You hang something up, and then 5 years later, in the middle of the night, it'll fall down and surprise you. So the entertainment is built in.
That's going to sell it.
That probably gets sued.
Yeah.
Happy holidays. Fixity Fix, hashtag GoFundMe.
What should people not do to the personalized ones?
I was really hoping she wouldn't out me on this one. So a few years ago, Annabelle got me a couple of those and she personalized them with paint markers. And I was using them proudly, happily, and then I cleaned off a part using brake clean on top of them, and it rinsed off all of her paint. So maybe the decorative ones are for light duty. We used it at the airport to help a guy at midnight picking you up from a trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
The airport was going to charge this guy, how much did he say to jumpstart his car?
$160 or something? Yeah.
And so we were able to help him out, and then we charged him $107. No, I'm just kidding. I might have some in-laws that don't keep it in their car or don't keep it charged.
It's not that helpful if it's not charged.
It does give you a good opportunity to say something like, I told you so, which always, I told you so goes over so well with in-laws.
Yeah. All right.
Just
What's
another
next?
just another tip from the workshop for you.